Welcome to day 3 here of week 7 in the SSBL. I am Chicken Sandwich and we're jumping right into the action. I get to stare my trauma right in the face as the Sparrows face off against the High Rollers. It is Waldo Whitman on the mound. Or no. Accidental click there, sorry. Waldo Whitman on the mound versus Phillips for the Sparrows. That's going to be into right field and will be caught by Stone for out number 2. Oh, sorry, Polygraph. That is foul. 1 and 2 to Cameron Kahn, and she strikes out looking. And we'll go to the bottom of the first. And that's into left field, but right to Seltzer. Let's see, Phillips, her last outing, only went 3 innings and gave up 4 earned runs off of 7 hits, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, and 2 home runs. A 12 flat ERA and a 3 flat whip. And that's a strikeout. 2 away. And that will bring up Deca Mori. And she'll put this one down into center field. The first hit of the game comes with 2 outs. One and 1 to Max Range. He fouls that one off. A lot of pitches here in the first inning from Phillips, and that one's in the dirt. That one won't get out of play like we saw last night. And that one is long gone. Absolutely crushed into straightaway center field. Max Range makes it 2-0 High Rollers. 510 feet. That, I think, might be the longest hit in SSBL history. Grounder to Hendricks, and he flips it to first in time for out number 1, but the High Rollers take an early 2-0 lead off the monster shot by Max Range. And that will get the mojo up on Whitman. And he's ahead 1-2 to Adelina Strickland. And he strikes her out as well. So Waldo Whitman having himself a game, 3 strikeouts through an inning and 2/3. And that one is through the right side. Sparrows on base for the first time today. Yes, I do, because that's how little faith I have in the Sparrows. Because fate's going to look me in the eye and spit right in it. Lynn Larsonian making Whitman work a bit here, fouling off a few. And finally grounds out to Woolley in time for out number 3, and we'll go to the bottom of the second. Still 2-0, 7, 8, and 9 due up for the High Rollers. That's another strikeout for Phillips, her second. Grounded right to Hendricks. He's up with it in time for out number 2. Brings up Rocket Rodriguez, 3-1 the count, swing and a miss, full count. And he will draw a walk. Mary Stone for the second time. Runner is safe into second. Oh, Larsonian can't get, or no, it's not Larsonian. Hendricks can't field that one cleanly. The runner will score from second on a hit that just barely trickles out of the infield, and it's 3-0. Another stolen base. Really should have thought to make this game last. Into left field, and that will be caught for out number 3, but the High Rollers put another one up on the board. It's 3-0 going into the top of the third. 8, 9, and 1 due up. Into center field, but Rodriguez is there for out number 1. Whitman on a roll tonight. Already up to 4 strikeouts here through 2 2/3. He's been locked in. Only surrendered 1 hit tonight. Yeah, make that strikeout number 5 for Whitman. As we go to the bottom of the 3rd, Dekamori, Range, and Graff due up. Full count to Dekamori, and she'll draw a walk.
Now back, the first baseman, number 89.
Phillips gets a bit of revenge on Max Range, striking him out there. Mojo goes up to neutral, but not long for this world, already at almost 70 pitches, as that stolen base number 3. And that will do it for Phillips. In comes Jericho McKinley. Phillips can't even match the length she went in her first outing. But that Dragon special 3, I couldn't tell if that was a shortstop or the second baseman, but either 3-4-1 or 3-6-1. And we'll go to the top of the 4th, still 3-0. And Whitman is just toying with this Sparrows lineup. That one is down into center field. Whitman has doubled what he had already recorded on the season. Whitman only went 3 1/3 his first outing, 4 earned, 2 hits, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, and 2 home runs given up. And he's already struck out 6 here through 3 1/3, so bouncing back nicely after that game against the Mythic, and strikes out another. And another strikeout sends us to the bottom of the 4th. Carlita Beltran, Augusta Wynn, and Rocket Rodriguez all due up. Into left field, but that's going to be gobbled up by Seltzer, 1 away. Vegas with a nice diving stop, but the throw won't get there in time, and that's going to be an infield single. Popped up foul territory. And Quid will make the catch.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 14. Steve Wright.
Ghana will just beat out the runner. And we'll go to the top of the fifth, still 3-0.
The left fielder, number 2.
So we're down the third base line behind Ollie 2 max range in time for round number 1.
The center fielder, number 27.
Personian swings at the first pitch and flies out to Polygraph, round number 2.
The shortstop, number 9.
Well, he scoops that one up, but the throw is not going to be there.
Now batting, the catcher, number 59.
And that brings up a tense Lee Quid. Up for the injury to Madeline Dixon. And he singles up the middle. And 2 on, 2 out here for the Sparrows. 1 swing territory here technically. It's Augusta August Hendricks. He's behind 0-2. Slow roller to Ollie. He'll throw it to first. And the Sparrows leave a pair stranded. We'll go bottom of the 5th. Wooly, Tekamori, and Max Range all due up.
The shortstop, number 3. Steve Wright.
Popped up foul territory for Wooly. And it's caught by Quid.
Now back, the second baseman, number 24.
Nice play by Khan there for 2 away.
The first baseman, number 89.
Grounded to Vegas in time for round number 3. High Rollers aren't exactly blowing them away as I anticipated. 3-0 still the score going into the top of the 6th.
Designated hitter, number 24.
Waldo Whitman keeping the Sparrows offense at bay to say the very least. 8 strikeouts through 5 innings, been locked in since the 2nd. Only 4 hits tonight. Popped up foul territory. That'll be caught.
The third baseman, number 10.
Fly ball into left. Cameron Kahn. That's at the wall, and it's caught by Mary Stone.
Now back, the first baseman, number 12.
This one into right, and that's caught by Polygraph, round number 3. So some hard hit balls there by the Sparrows, but nothing to show for it, and we'll go bottom 6, still 3-0.
The right fielder, number 20.
Chopper to third. Kahn in time, 1 away.
Now back, the third baseman, number 40.
Full count to blind Ollie, and strike 3 called. He'll sit down. Jericho McKinley has done a decent job in relief. We'll get up 1 hit through 3 1/3. Struck out 1. He's locked in. And Beltran goes down for out number 3. And we'll go to the top of the 7th. Strickland, Seltzer, and Larsonian all due up.
The right fielder, number 35.
Grounder to first. Max Range takes himself for out number 1.
The left fielder, number 2.
1 and 2 the count to Seltzer. Grounder to third. Ollie in time, 2 away.
The center fielder, number 20. Now pitching.
And that will do it for Whitman. And in comes Tipsy Reynolds to finish things off. And that one is crushed, flirting with the pole. It's gone! And who other than Lynn Larsonian? His last 3 hits have all gone. All of his hits this season have gone yard. That's his 4th hit of the season, all 4 of them home runs. I don't even pretend to understand that. 1 swing territory here for Lee Quid. If he hits a home run here, I'll eat my headset. Three and 1 to Lee Quid. Swings through that one, a full count. Runner will go here with 2 outs. And ball 4. And the Sparrows have 2 on, 2 out, and it's Hendricks to the plate. 1 swing could give them the lead here. Tipsy Reynolds is tense. 1 and 1 the count to Hendricks. Runners going, and say it with me, everyone. Stealing third is pointless. Bottom 7. And off the glove of Khan. And the runner will reach. Oh, Hendricks with a nice diving catch. Harry Stone up to the plate. 1 for 3 today. Fouls off a couple, 0-2. Especially against Tipsy Reynolds of all people. She's tense. Make her pitch to you. Especially when you're even or ahead in the count. Two away now. And Madison Bowl ball will come in to try and send us to the top of the 8th. Into right, back it goes, but in front of the warning track is Strickland. for out number 3, and we'll go to the top of the 8th in a 3-1 ball game. Top of the order, a combined 1 for 9 tonight. Hendricks will get a clean slate against a neutral now, Tipsy Reynolds. And that one's floating with the pole, but that one will be foul. Swing and a miss. Down he goes, one away.
Designated hitter, number 24.
Right to range. He'll take it himself for out number 2.
The third baseman, number 10.
And right to Ollie. A 1-2-3 inning for Reynolds, and we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Last chance for the High Rollers to pad the lead. Decamori, Range, and Polygraph due up.
The second baseman, number 24.
Popped up. Hendricks makes the catch for out number 1.
The first baseman, number 89.
And Max Range, that 2-run home run in the first inning, the difference in this one, and good night, Sparrows. Two and two to Polygraph. And Graff goes down swinging. And here comes Blind Ollie. Line to Hendricks for out number 3, and we'll go to the top of the 9th. Sparrows need a minimum of 3, and it's 4, 5, and 6 due up in their order.
The first baseman, number 12. Now in the game,
Sadias will come in defensively for Ollie. Popped up, first base side. Max Range is there. The catch is made for out number 1.
the right fielder, number 35.
That one's up the middle. So 1-on, 1-out now for the Sparrows, and Spritz Seltzer to the plate. At 2-0, 3-0. Lets that one by. It's just in the zone. But he walks, and that will bring the tying run to the plate. And it's the man who knows how to hit home runs and home runs only, Lynn Larsonian, and won't find a home run there. Grounds into a fielder's choice. 2 away now. Both runners in scoring position. And it's Spud. Never mind. It's Spots Island coming in for the pinch hit. One swing territory. Takes the first pitch, strike. That one is a slow roller. Woolley backhands it. The throw is not going to be in time, and a run scores. It's 4-2. And Lee Quid comes to the plate. Tipsy Reynolds gets pulled, and Dub Mars comes in to try and get the final out. That one's up the middle. That one's going to get down into center field, and it's a one-run ball game. And it's all up to August Hendricks. He's 0 for 4 and tenths, 2 on, 2 out here. 2-0 the count. Swings through that one, 2-1. And that's up the middle. It's a slow roller. Runners go to round third, head for home. The throw from Rodriguez is not in time. It's a tie game. What in the world? And it's California. And that is going to be foul. Oh, Sadia saves it. That would have put the Sparrows ahead, but she snags it prevents it getting into the left field corner. And it's 4-4 now going into the bottom of the ninth. 7, 8, and 9 due up for the High Rollers. Two and 1 the count to Beltran. She lifts one into right, back at the wall, and it's caught by Strickland for out number 1. A gust of wind now. Takes the first pitch strike. I'm curious, if the Sparrows pull this off, would this be their first ever winning streak in team history? Let's see if I can find the S8 schedule fast enough. Or like Rocket Rodriguez just launches this one and makes this completely pointless. Deep into left. I don't think that has quite enough. And to extra innings we go. A 3-run top of the ninth. And the Sparrows have life. The Sparrows did not have a winning streak. They had 3 wins last season, all pretty well sparsed out. So Sparrows history could be made again on back-to-back weeks, and that's a leadoff single into right field. Not on the roster. I don't know if anyone has a secondary catcher position. Because Lee Quid had to be called up. That one's going to be troubled. That's going to get into right field under the glove of Polygraph, and that's going to be a double. And both runners in scoring positions now for the Sparrows. I don't believe what is happening, even though it happened to me last week. Dub Mars is tense. 4 hits in only a third of an inning. 1-1 the count. And that one's going to get down. 1 run's going to score, and the Sparrows take the lead. Runners headed home, and they're going to be safe. It's 6-4. What is happening? The Sparrows from out of nowhere over these past 2 weeks take down the Bombers and now have a 6-4 lead over the High Rollers. And it's Lynn Larsonian to the plate, 1 away. Runner in scoring position. Larsonian looking for his first non-home run hit of the season still. 1-2 the count. And he gets rung up there. Mars with a couple of punch outs. And it's Spots Island to the plate. It looks like they're going to intentionally walk him with first base open to bring up the aforementioned Lee Quid, who is, ironically, 2 for 3 with a walk. Dub Mars still tense. And that is popped up behind home plate. Beltran will be under it for out number 3, but would go to the bottom of the 10th. And the High Rollers need 2 to tie, 3 to win. It's the top of the order due up. 2 for 11 tonight combined. 2-0 to Mary Stone. And Stone just misses the line, 2-1. And that is up the middle. A base hit for Mary Stone, and the tying run will come to the plate for the High Rollers. And it's Wally Woolley, but he's a tense 0 for 4. Steeler on the runner. We've already seen 3 stolen bases tonight. We'll see if they'll steal to put the runner in scoring position. That's off the glove of Khan. A couple of times tonight, it's been off her glove. She made some nice plays last week against the Bombers, but comes up empty there, and 2 on, and now Dekamori is the winning run. But she's behind 0-2. Just misses the zone there, 1-2. Doesn't chase. And that one gets by. It's going to be a full count. Runners going to third, and everyone is safe. So both runners in scoring position now. And she loses Dekamori. The bases are loaded, and nobody is out. And who other than Max Range comes to the plate already with 2 home runs tonight. In comes Ashlyn Decker, inheriting an absolute mess. A hit into the gap probably wins the game for the High Rollers. Grounded to Magana. Magana to Island. Island back to Decker for a Dragon special. 1 run does score, and it's 6-5. But the High Rollers are down to their final out, and it's Polygraph 0 for 2 with a walk. Couple outside, 2-0. Graf already walked twice tonight. 2-2 the count. And the count is full. Fouled off, will do it again. And again. And again. And she loses her runners at the corners now. And Ilalisa Diaz comes into the game. No, she doesn't. Jorge Palumbo will take the at-bat. Tying run 90 feet away. Winning run at first. Are they going to... No, they won't. I thought they were about to intentionally walk. The bases loaded there. 1-2 the count. 1 strike away for the Sparrows once again. And another pitch out. Up the middle, it's a knockdown, but the run will score, and it's a tie game, 6-6. And now the go-ahead run in scoring position, and it's Carlita Beltran. Sparrows could not get the job done, down to the final strike 2 different times, and couldn't finish it up. And Carlita Beltran walks it off for the High Rollers. I almost needed the double digits anyway. The Sparrows were that close to their first ever win streak in their franchise history, but choke with 2 outs in the top of the 10th. The High Rollers plate 5 and survive the upset 9-6. Sparrows out-hit the High Rollers, and Sadias gets a big pat on the back. She made that diving stop that sent us to the bottom of the 10th. That saved at least 1 run from scoring. Not that I guess it ended up mattering. The High Rollers won by 3, but still semantics. 13 hits for the Sparrows. Khan and Strickland, Vegas and Quid with multi-hit games. And Larsonian continuing his only home runs run of Season 9. Stone, Range, Beltran probably gets the MVP with the walk-off home run. Augusta Wynn going 2 for 4. Loss goes to Decker. She could not get the final out of the 9th despite having 2 strikes on 2 consecutive batters. 3 earned to her, 3 earned to Ball as well. Win goes to Dub Mars despite giving up 2 earned through an inning and a third. And it's nothing but high rollers on the MVP chart. Range, Whitman, and Beltran for game number 1. Angels and Mythic coming up for game number 2. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the SSBL on Twitch. And here we are, game number 2, Mythic and the Angels. Mythic coming in at 1-5 on the season, Angels 3-3. Matsuzaka on the mound versus Chad Chaddington. And that's up the middle. Dexteris backing up the plate, gets to first in time.
Number 91.
That's going to get down into center field. 1 out single for the Mythic.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 17.
And easy come, easy go. And that's going to be a strikeout, and that will send us to the bottom of the first. Grubb, Neuenmuller, and Prentice due up.
The shortstop, number 8. Now batting, the first baseman, number 2.
Up the middle, that's going to be a base hit for Neuenmuller.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 30.
One on, one out for Emily Prentice, and she strikes out swinging. Let's take a look at these two offenses. Angels actually not doing too bad in the batting average department, hitting .729 the season. That's 6th best in the league. Not known for their home runs, though. Only 3 on the season. That's 3rd worst. But striking out at only 26% clip. That will end the bottom of the 1st. We'll go top 2. Von Crum, Merritt, and Biddles. Rosas due up. Shoot. I need to fix something. Sorry. Alright, for real this time. Mythic had made a tweak, and I didn't make it in the actual save. I just did it on the splash screen, but didn't do it this time around. But it is fixed, and we will try again. Oh. Well, I didn't realize that the game of the ESTV Game of the Week was apparently airing tonight for some reason. The gaff was, yeah, the batting order for the Mythic is shuffled quite a bit. Why did they do Wednesday? And that is laced, and that is a lead for the Mythic.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 17. Ball high. Ball outside.
Oh, it was already on. It was at the top of the hour when I went live, ironically. No, that's not right. Well, okay. Don't know why they went and did that. But it's going to be live again 9 o'clock Central Time on Saturday. I'm going to catch it again because I doubt anyone caught that. a.m. 2-2 to Sophie Newell-Moore. Tough out activated. And that is foul. Full count. And Newell-Moore will get a board.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 30. Ball high.
Slow roller to Rosas. Only plays to first for out number 2.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 44.
And that one's through the right side. But runner will stay put at third. So it's at the corners for the Angels. Your Bjorn Bjornsson. Runner's going to second. The throw is not in time. So 2 in scoring position now for the Angels.
No, high.
Roller to Buckley. Throw is in time for out number 3, and the side is retired. Top 2 will go Harry Von Crum, Cruz Jones, and Kylie McBinney, 2 out for the Mythic.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 89. No, that's high.
Matt Suzaka went 4 and a third, 3 earned runs, 6 hits, 2 walks, 4 Ks. I believe he was the pitcher who started against the Bombers in that game a fortnight ago.
Ball outside.
Grounder to Grubb. In time, 2 away.
Now batting, the catcher, number 24.
Into center field, and that will be caught by Prentice for round number 3. Bottom of the second we go, 6, 7, and 8 due up.
Now batting, the third baseman, number 26. That's high. Outside.
2-2 to Uno Dia.
Foul ball.
And she gets rung up there.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 7. No, that's low. That's outside. Strike.
Roller to third, Jesse Merritt. In time, 2 away.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 13.
Another one to Merritt, and in time for out number 3. And we'll go to the top of the third. Odin Moss, Saul Buckley, and Instante Potato due up.
The right fielder, number 43. Ball, that's low. Ball, that's up. 3, you're out.
And Suzaka starts off the top of the third with a strikeout.
Second baseman, number 5. Ball, that's inside.
Mueller will take it herself.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 95.
And that's a strikeout to end the inning, a 1-2-3 inning for Suzaka. And we'll go to the bottom of the third, still 1-0. It's Wash Jotley to lead things off, start off the season red hot, has cooled off a bit here over the last couple of weeks. See what he can get started here against the Mythic and Chad Chattington. 1-1 the count. Swings through that one, 1-2. Swing! And a miss. Chattington gets the strikeout. That one's laced on the third base line. It's going to get into the corner. Runner's going to head to second. Angelus just now up with it. That's going to be a one-out double.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 2.
So runner in scoring position now for Neuenmuller. Tough out activated for her. Swing and a miss. Chattington, another K on the day. Up to 4, he's locked in. Emily Prentice stands in the way of us going to the top of the fourth.
Nope, inside. That's low. Ball, that's outside.
Full count to Prentice, and that will be a walk. Mojo down.
The designated hitter, number 44. Nope, that's inside. Shoot.
1-2 to Carol Henry. And Henry, that one can't get by Rosas, and we'll go now to the top of the fourth. 1-0 still our score here. Rosas will lead things off, followed by Merritt and Angelus. Rosas, the MVP, the All-Star. I keep on, well, he was the MVP team, let's be honest. He's hitting 7 for 22 so far this season. 318, a pair of home runs, 3 RBIs.
No, inside.
3-2 the count. And Rosas fouls that one off. And another. And why not make it a third? 4.
Take your bait.
And Rosas' patience will turn into a walk.
Number 8.
So a runner aboard now for Jesse Merritt.
Ball.
Merritt hitting only 4 for 19 this season, 211 average.
Take your bait.
But draws a walk, so back-to-back walks issued from Suzaka. Puts a pair aboard for Las Vegas Angelus, a chance for the Mythic to add on here, but Angelus only 2 for 23 this season.
Ball outside.
Yet to find a groove. But Angelus through the left side of the infield, and that will load the bases full of the Mythic. Full of Mythics, Mythi,
Number 89.
and none other than Harry Von Crum, a chance to do something here. He has not done much this season, 174 average. Has yet to hit an RBI this year. Be an opportune time for his first.
No, inside.
Runs inside. And won't get one here as Neuenmuller goes to home for one. Back to first for a Dragons special.
The first baseman,
That is a crushing Dragons special for the Mythic. Bases loaded, nobody out to 2 outs and 2 on. No runs have scored, and no runs will score. Dexteris gobbles that one up, and it remains 1-0 going into the bottom of the fourth.
now batting, the catcher, number 18.
A golden opportunity squandered there by the Mythic, and we'll go bottom of the fourth. Chad Chattington, though, has been pitching with the lead, has been doing a pretty good job with it. Only 4 runners so far tonight, 4 strikeouts through 3 innings of work. Pitch count is a bit high, but gets the strikeout to start off the fourth. Popped up. Easy play here as Cruz Jones makes the catch. And that brings up Otani Banani. Banani 5 for 20 on the season, 250. No home runs, an RBI, but 9 punch-outs. He falls behind 1-2. Rounds 1-2 Merritt. In time for out number 3, and we'll go to the top of the 5th. Not a whole lot of offense in this one, just 2 hits for both teams so far. And the lone run for the Mythic off the solo shot.
Ball inside. Nope, that's high. Nope, high.
3-0 from to McBinney. Fouls off that one. That's a grounder too short. Tim Grubb up with it. The throw is in time for round number 1. Have to give a tip of the cap to Suzaka, who started off that 4th inning walking a pair, but then getting out of that jam, he's to locked in. Pitch count somewhat similar to his counterpart Chattington's. 2 hits, 2 walks, the earned run in 4 1/3. That one's deep into right, and that one is gone. Another solo shot for the Mythic. It's now 2-0. 391 feet.
The second baseman, number 5.
That one is down into center. That'll be a base hit.
The center fielder, number 95. That's low.
Runner is going, and the throw is in time. A caught stealing for Bjornsson. And throw him out, strike him out. We'll go bottom 5th, but the Mythic make it 2-0 as 8, 9, and 1 do up for the Angels.
Second baseman, number 13.
Dexterra swings at the first pitch, pops up into right. Just in front of the track is Moss for round number 1. And here is Wash Jotley. Still hitting 500 on the season, 10 for 20. And that one's deep into center field. Wash Jotley makes it a 2-1 ball game. Absolutely crushed into center field, his 3rd home run of the season. And it's 2-1. Nice. And that one sends Chattington down to neutral. A bit harsh. It's the 3rd hit he's given up.
Go inside.
And that one's ripped up the middle. And the Angels could be in business here. 1 on, 1 out here for Sophie Neuenmuller.
That's low.
3-1 to Neuenmuller. Mueller fouls that one off. Full count, tough out, activated for Sophie. And she draws a walk. Chattington might be done. He's let 3 straight reach. Now faces off against Emily Prentice, but Chattington stays in the game. And that one is into left center. Angels will score at least 1, might take the lead. Runner heading to 3rd, rounding 3rd, headed to home. The throw is not going to be in time, and the Angels take a 3-2 lead. And Chattington's night is done. In comes Ray Delfino. Chattington faced too many batters, I believe. After giving up the walk off the home run. And that might score another. Rounding third, headed for home. Potato doesn't have an arm, and it's 4-2 Angels. And that one's through. The Angels have reached 5 straight, I believe. Yeah, everyone's reached since Jotley, so that's 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 6 straight have reached. And say it with me, everyone. Stealing third is pointless. Knit that on a freaking sweater. Slow roller to Merritt. He scoops it and gets the throw in time. Closes off the 5th, but 4 on the board for the Angels. They now lead 4-2 going into the top of the 6th. Popped up left field. And that will be caught by Grubb for out number 2. Mythic have had their more than fair share of opportunities in this one, but have not answered the door when opportunity knocks. Bases loaded, nobody out, and they did not score a run. And now they are trailing here with 2 outs in the top of the 6th, and Angela strikes out swinging. And we now go bottom half. It's Ruby Green, Wash Jotley, and Tim Grubb due up. And RGD strikes out. Into right field. Wash Jotley is going to be aboard, and he will find second for a double. Tim Grubb comes to the plate. And Jesse Merritt will make the catch in foul territory for out number 2. And here comes Sophie Neuenmuller. That's inside. High fly ball into center field. Moss is under it. Or Potato, excuse me, for round number 3. And we'll go to the top of the 7th. Harry Von Crum, Cruz Jones, and Kylie McBinney are due up. I'm still trying to learn some of these new players, like the expansion players. The people, like trying to recognize their images. But not having a lot of luck so far. Grubb makes a diving stop. The throw is not going to be in time as Harry Von Crum beats that one out. And the night will be done for Suzaka. In comes Eliza Reinford, who had a fantastic outing against the Wildcats last week. Eliza up to 6 1/3 innings this season, only 1 earned run. And that's a grounder to Dexterez, and that's a 4-6-3 Dragons special, 2 down. And right to Grubb in time for out number 3. And bottom of the 7th we go. Prentice, Henry, and Bjornsson all due up.
Now back, the center fielder, number 30.
Emily Prentice, with the hit tonight, now has 4 hits on the season and 6 RBIs. She has more RBIs than she has hits.
You're out. Now batting, the designated hitter, number 44.
One away, bottom 7th, Carol Henry. And this one's popped up behind the plate and caught by McBinney.
The catcher,
And here is Bjornsson. Another one popped up, foul territory, but no one will catch up to that one. Merritt tried. One and 2 the count to Bjornsson. He's 5 for 18 on the season, 278 average. Swing and a miss. To the top of the 8th we go. Time running thin for the Mythic. 8, 9, and 1 due up.
number 43.
Just 2 solo shots on the night for the Mythic. Olden Moss with one of them.
Ball outside. That's low.
And he connects with that one. That's going to be a leadoff single. Into right field. Mojo up for Moss.
The second baseman, number 5. That's outside.
Oh, Dexterez with a nice diving stop. She goes to second for the out. Or she goes to first for the out, excuse me. Here's Instante. Nope. In comes Delaney Frisco for the plate appearance. Replacing Potato, who is 0 for 3. Let's see. Delaney Frisco, just 1 plate appearance up to this point this season. She did not reach.
No, inside.
And popped up behind home plate.
He's out.
She will not reach again. And here comes Biddles Rosas. Team could really use an influence here by the All-Star. Base knock makes it a 1-run game. Lines it into right, but that will be caught by Bonani for out number 3. And to the bottom of the 8th we go. Angels still leading here 4-2, and it's 6, 7, and 8 to try and get some insurance.
26.
McBinney takes over in center field, and Frisco behind the plate.
No, high. Ball inside. No, that's high.
Delfino in relief has done decently, but does give up a walk there.
Now back. The
Delfino on the season, 6 innings of work, 1 earned run, 1 hit. Has a lot of problems with walks, 6 of them. And then 2 more tonight. And that one's into right field. That's going to be trouble. That hits the wall. Moss now up with it. Runner's going to slide into third. That's a double. And 2 runners are in scoring position here in the bottom of the 8th for the Angels.
now pitching.
And that will do it for Delfino. In comes Matthew Eric. Eric on the year, 4 innings of work. As that will fall to the grass. 2 earned runs, a 4.5 ERA, a hit and 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts, a sub-1 whip. Inheriting a bit of a mess here. 2 on, nobody out here, already trailing by 2. Trying to make sure no one else can score here. Runner's going, it's going to be a suicide squeeze. It's going to drop in front of Eric, and a run will score. Not the greatest execution, but the ball floats just enough in front of home plate where the catcher can't grab it. And the Angels pad their lead 5-2 and bring up RBI man Wash Jotley. But he pops up into right field about halfway deep. We'll see if the runner will try to tag, and they won't. Moss has a decent enough arm where they'll retreat back to third. And Tim Grubb will come up now. Fouled off, 2-2. And strike 3 called. Grubb gets rung up. And the Mythic now will need 3 in the top of the 9th. 3, 4, and 5 due up. Merritt, Angeles, and Crum. Merritt started things off this game with the home run into left. Reinford locked in, only a hit given up through 2 innings of relief. And that one's going to be through the right side of the infield. Leadoff runner aboard. Mojo up and down. Down for Reinford, who now faces off against Angeles. She falls behind 0-2. Fouls it off. Ties up the count at 2 apiece. 3-2 now the count. And that's going to be a walk. Angeles goes from 0-2 to drawing the walk. And Harry Von Crum will be the tying run coming to the plate here. Nobody out in the top of the 9th for the Mythic. We've already seen some top of the 9th heroics from the Sparrows earlier tonight. Can the Mythic do the same? No, he'll ground to Newellmore. Newellmore to Grubb. Grubb to Reinford for another Dragon special. The second one Harry Von Crum has grounded into tonight. And Cruz Jones the last chance for the Mythic. And it's RBI dud and whiffer on Jones. Grounder to short. Grubb is up with it. The throw is in time for out number 3, and the Angels move to 4-3 on the season. 5-2 your final here. 7 hits for the Mythic, a pair from Merritt. He also had a home run. Both the home run hitters going 2 for 3. 9 hits tonight for the Angels. Pair hits for Watley, Carroll Henry, and Tim Grubb. Loss goes to Chattington, 4 earned through 4 1/3. Suzaka gets the win, 2 earned through 6, and Reinford gets a nice save. Another fantastic outing for her. 3 innings pitched, just 3 runners aboard, and no earned. And it'll be Merritt, Wash, Jotley, and Emily Prentice for your MVPs. And final game of the night, the Cyclones and the Ballplayers. A big game in that Epic Novas division, with another loss handed to the Stingers by the Skulls this time this week. So we'll find out what is in store for us in the conclusion tonight. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the SSBL on Twitch. here we go. Final game of the night. The Cyclones and the Ball Players. Cyclones looking for their first win over the Ball Players since their inaugural season in Season 4. It's been a tough road to hoe for the Cyclones in this division, especially against the Ball Players. And Fitzmagic starts things off with a strikeout.
The third baseman, number 3.
Tyrese Rose, I believe, one of 2 players so far this season. Nope, Rose has some hits, and he strikes out there. There are a couple of players that were still looking for their first hit of the season. Who was it? Ryan T. Hill and Chungus Amongus. So someone who is on the Cyclones, we'll see him in the 9-hole, but that's a 1-2-3 inning for Fitzmagic. And we'll go bottom of the first. We'll see Gwyn Morello. Both number 3 starters did excellent in their outings. Or I'm just misremembering Fitzmagic. But I know Gwyn Morello did. 7 1/3 against the Wildcats. 1 earned run, 6 hits, no walks, 9 strikeouts for 1.23 ERA and a sub-1 whip. And that's going to be 2 quick outs here. Ball Players not hitting as you would think they would. 11th in the league, hitting .261. 7 home runs in the season puts them in the middle of the pack at 13th. And the strikeout rate is actually fairly high for them at almost 30%. That is 8th in the league, and that's on a scale that 1 is the worst, 24th is the best, as in the lowest. And we'll go quickly to the top of the second. As for the Cyclones' share in offense, the Cyclones are the 3rd worst offense in the SSBL, hitting .205 on the season, 20th in home runs, hitting only 4, and 2nd in the league in strikeout rate at 35%. So offense has been a massive problem for the Cyclones, averaging just over a run and a half per game. That is 2nd worst in the league, just behind the Walkers at 1.17. And that's a swing and a miss, and the Mojo's already up on Fitzmagic. Fitzmagic went 3 2/3, 4 earned. I was thinking of someone else when I said he had a good start, I guess. I guess I was thinking of when Big Blaze pitched against the Stingers. I thought he pitched against the Stingers. But 2 clean innings for him so far. Bottom of the second will go, and we'll see Bo Jackoon lead things off. The big acquisition this Ball Players franchise made in the offseason has been paying off all right, hitting .318 on the season as he flies out to center, though. 7 for 22, only 1 home run, though, on the year. Papa Dog. Will draw a walk, and we have the game's first base runner. Brings up Toby Barker. He's 4 for 22 this year. 182 on the season. 2 home runs, and he strikes out there. Brings up Nathan Tucker. And that's a strikeout, and we'll go to the top of the third. Nothing but goose eggs on the scoreboard so far in this one. 7, 8, and 9 due up for the Cyclones. Timber Woods, 3 for 22 this year, hitting 163, or 136, I should say. Struck out 7 times. An 0-2 count here against Fitzmagic. Spoiling a few here. And will strike out for time number 8 this season. And here is the aforementioned Chungus Among Us. 0 for 17 thus far. Looking for hit number 1 on the season. Falls behind 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 6 already for Magic.
Number 19.
And up comes Jabron Lames. Lames pretty decent, 333 average, 6 for 18. And, oh, Bojack with the diving stop. The throw is in time for out number 3. And we'll go to the bottom of the third. Who will be the first to put a hit up on the board? Hans Armstrong and Stick do up. And showing that last season was no fluke. So far, 6 for 18 this year. 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. As well as drawing 5 walks so far, but right back to Morello in time for round number 1. Morello locked in as well. Pitching duel here so far in game number 3. She's only given up a walk. And this one is a pop-up into left. Timber Woods is there for round number 2. And we're back to the top of the order. Rick Dilla Stick. 2 strikeouts for Morello so far. One and 2 the count. And that's a floater to Rose. Kicks off the hop and in time for round number 3. And we'll go to the top of the 4th. Nothing doing so far, literally. Magic has faced the minimum. 6 strikeouts. Struck out 2/3 of the batters he's faced so far. This one's a floater into left center, and Juice Armstrong will track that one down for round number 1.
Third baseman. Number 3.
And Rose, oh, Barker with a sliding catch. Fantastic play by Toby Barker in left field, taking a hit away from Rose. 2 down, and it's Mitchell O'Brien. One of, honestly, my favorite players on this Cyclones team. O'Brien, pretty solid player, but he grounds out to Potts there to end the inning. And to the bottom of the 4th we go. Thunder, Potts, and Bojack up.
Now batting, the third baseman. Number 15.
The Thunder 250 average on the season, 6 for 24, but has also managed to score 6 runs. But won't be on base there. Ground out to Yoshida.
Second baseman. Number 38.
Patty Potts winning the Patience Award so far this year. She has drawn 9 walks, most in the league. A couple ahead of Terra Vulnerable, Denver Brainstorm, and Kaladin Stormblast. All 3 of those with 7. And she swings 3-1 and puts it into right field, but O'Brien is there, and the catch will be made for round number 2. And we're back to Bojack. 2-1. And that's into center. Back it goes. Among Us is going to make the catch for out number 3. And still nothing, top of the 5th. Doug Kelly started off the season pretty hot, but it's cooled down tremendously. 5 for 21, hitting .238 on the season. Rips that one foul. 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. And grounds that to De La Stick for out number 1. Kelly hit that home run, hit his only home run week 2 against the Bombers. Hasn't done much since, and Bean Machine comes to the plate. And Bean Machine finally breaks through, and we have a hit here. That might be combined the first hit has ever come in a game in the SSBL. Literally the first hit of the entire game, top of the 5th. And that one's going to get down. That's going to trickle into right field. Bean Machine is fast. Nathan Tucker is up with it. And Bean Machine will stay put at third, though. At 2 in scoring position, though, for the Cyclones. A chance here, but it's Timberwoods to the plate. He does have 2 RBIs on the season, though. Magic still locked in. Grounds it to Thunder. Thunder will catch Bean Machine and a rundown. Easy come, easy go. Well, it didn't matter anyway because Chungus Among Us is here. And it was a perfect game nonetheless that Bean Machine broke up. Magic was perfect before that. And Chungus Among Us does, well, what he does. Bottom of the 5th, we at least have something on the scoreboard, but it's not a run.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 45.
Roller to third, Rose, in time, 1 away.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 6.
Fouled off 0-2 to Toby Barker. And Barker pops this one up from foul territory. Jet County is there to make the catch for round number 2. I'll now bring up Nathan Tucker. Two and 2. Fouled off. Swing and a miss. And we'll go to the top of the 6th, still scoreless in this one. Lames County and Rose due up for the Cyclones.
The left fielder, number 19.
Three and 1 to Jabron Lames. Lays off that pitch for a full count. Swing and a miss. Magic rings him up there.
The first baseman, number 29.
8 Ks for Magic. He's locked in still. Don't think he ever lost it. And it's a 3-0 count to Jet County now. That one finds his own. But that one won't, and he loses County. Gives up his first walk of the game.
Number 3.
Brings up Tyrese Rose. And pops up on the first pitch. Foul territory, Iron Hands for round number 2. And Mitchell O'Brien to the plate. Oh, just misses the bag there. It's foul. Runners going. And in time for out number 3. Cyclone's gonna cyclone, and we go bottom 6. Hands, Armstrong, and Dila Stick do up.
The catcher, number 4.
And Hands is gonna put the ball player's first hit of the game. He slaps one off the wall in left for a leadoff double. So both teams finally coming through with hits. We'll see how the ball players fare with runners in scoring position. That's grounded to Yoshida. Oh, he could have thrown to third. Would have had Hands dead to rights in a pickle. But instead, the runner takes third, and 90 feet away is the first run of the game. Hands is not that fast, but it doesn't matter as Dila 6 strikes out. 2 away, and it's up to Theo Thunder not to squander the leadoff double. First base in there for a strike. That one's popped up, but it will get out of play, but it's an 0-2 count here to Thunder. That's a grounder to the third. County will take it himself, and the leadoff double is stranded, and we'll go to the top of the 7. Still 0-0 here. 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Cyclones. And that's a good point. That hit did break up the no-hitter. This is just offensive ineptitude from both sides. I mean, I can't discount the pitching. Fitzmagic has been fantastic, and so has Gwyn Morello. And Gwyn Morello has been great all season, but the offense has lacked a certain panache in this one. Brings in Adrian Walker, who is in desperate need of a get-right game. She has been rocked over her last 2 games. She has 8 earned runs on the season. She only had 1 all last. 12 1/3 innings, and those 8 earned runs for a 5.84 ERA. 13 hits, a walk for a 1.35 whip. But 18 strikeouts as Bean Machine puts one down into left. It's Kazuto Yoshida to the plate. He's ahead 2-0. Three and 1. Ooh, that one was hit well, but it's foul. K-Man active on Walker on the full count. Runner will go. This pitch is outside. Just the second walk given up by Walker this season. It's 2 on. Daydream Fever will come in with the runner in scoring position. Lots of speed on the base paths. That's up the middle. Potts only is able to knock it down, and the bases will be loaded. But Potts keeping that in the infield keeps the game scoreless still. And it's Chungus Among Us still looking for the first hit of his season, of his career, and has to do so against Adrian Walker. The bases are loaded, top of the 7th to score this game with 2 outs. It's a 1-2 count with K-Man active. On Adrian Walker, the payoff pitch is outside, 2-2. That one is foul. We'll do it again. The pressure all the way up here in the top of the 7th. It's fouled off again. That one's up the middle, but Walker sucks it up and throws it to first in time for out number 3. The Cyclones leave the bases loaded, and we go bottom half. It's Patty Potts, Bo Jackoon, and Papa Dog.
The second baseman, number 38.
Daydream Fever takes over at shortstop, and that's something that the ball players' offense needs to exploit. Daydream Fever was not a good offensive player even in her prime, and she is well past that. And that's a leadoff walk to Patty Potts, who gains her 10th walk on the season. Her first 2 double-digit walks here in the SSBL. And it's Bo Jackoon to the plate. Can the $1 Million Man get the ball players on the board. It's a 1-2 count here from Morello. He pops it up, foul territory, Rose, sliding catch! Much maligned for his defense ability this season, Rose makes the best play of his young career for out number 1. Papa Dog now comes to the plate 0 for 1 with the walk. The only other walk Morello has issued tonight, 1-2. And he puts one into right, but it's gonna be foul. Inside 2-2, Morello up to 80 pitches. Swing and a miss. And it's 2 down now for Toby Barker. And that's up the middle, and Morello sucks it up for out number 3. Morello doing what Walker did in the inning, and we're still scoreless going to the top of the 8th. Jabron Lames leads us off, swings through that one, 1-1, and misses there, and K-Man activated on Walker, and she strikes him out there, 1 away. She did use up a lot of pitches to get out of that 7th inning. She's already up to 27 here. And now up to the top of the order. Tense is Jet County, and K-Man active again for Walker. And he grounds this one to De La Stick for out number 2. And Tyrese Rose comes to the plate. And Rose gets one through the right side of the infield. He'll be aboard, a 2-out single. And the pressure is all the way up once again, and it's Mitchell O'Brien 0 for 3. Scoreless game in the top of the 8th, 2 outs. That's in there for a strike, 0-2, and came in once again for Walker. The payoff pitch inside, 1-2. That one swung on, 1 hop to Pot. She throws it to first in time for out number 3. And we'll go to the bottom of the 8th. Nathan Tucker, Iron Hands, and Juice Armstrong due up. Gwen Morello comes back on the mound to start off the bottom of the 8th. She's just surrendered 1 hit so far. And it's to the second man due up in this inning. She's behind 3-0 to Tucker. And that's not a great plan with Tucker having a whole lot of speed. Composed is on for Morello. She finds the zone to make it a full count. But that one's in the dirt. Ball 4, and the leadoff runner is aboard for the ball players to start off the home half of the 8th. And it's the lone man with the hit tonight, Iron Hands. Facing off against Morello for the 3rd time. This one's grounded to Yoshida. Yoshida to Fever. Fever! Oh, then it's... It backfires. Fever throws it in the dirt. County isn't able to dig it out. And what would have been an easy Dragon special is only 1 out. And it leaves the runner aboard now for Jerry Thunder, who comes in for Juice Armstrong. So once again, Gwen Morello's defense fails her, and it's under the glove of County. That one gets into right. Runner's headed for 3rd. The throw to 3rd is in plenty of time, and Hands will get tagged out. So ball don't lie. And it's 2 away, Rick De La Stick. Just all the offense is just making so many mistakes in this game. Stealing bases they don't need to, trying to run it to 3rd. Just offense is playing so bad for both teams in this game. 2-1. De La Stick up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. So 2 aboard, 2 out in the bottom of the 8th for the ball players. That might be it for Morello. Theo Thunder coming to the plate with a runner in scoring position. She's going to stay in. She's still locked in. But almost up to 100 pitches. A first pitch strike called to Theo Thunder. That one's fouled back. 1-2 the count. Swing and a miss. Morello leaves them stranded, and we go to the top of the 9th. Still tied 0-0. Kelly Bean Machine and Kazuto Yoshida do it for the Cyclones. Who can break the tie? Jerry Thunder takes over in center field. Doug Kelly rips that one foul. And he nubs this one down to third. Thunder fields it to first in time for out number 1. Mojo down for Kelly. And here comes Bean Machine. He's 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. Cyclones have had opportunities. They had 2 runners on. I don't even remember what inning that was, but weren't able to score. Bean Machine was the runner at third. And then had the bases loaded not too long ago. Bean Machine down the line and left. Back it goes. It is gone! Bean Machine puts a run up on the board for the Cyclone. It's 1-0. And another run goes on the docket for Walker this season. And her night is done. In comes Leonard Northwest. And Northwest strikes out Yoshida for the second out of the inning and brings up Fever for the second time tonight. The commish is in the chat. Swings through that one, 1-1. 1-2. And Fever goes down swinging and will go to the bottom of the 9th. Ball players need 1 to tie, 2 to win. It's the heart of their order, but a combined 0 for 7 tonight. And Morello will get pulled in favor of Alfonso Sims. Patty Potts 0 for 2 with a walk so far tonight. And ahead in the count 2-0. 3-0. And Patty Potts will take a 4-pitch walk, the tying run immediately on base. The 11th walk drawn by Potts so far this season, leading the league by quite a margin. She's going for second. The throwaway is going to be in plenty of time. And it's another base running mistake. But Bo Jackoon singles through the left side of the infield, so the base runner is instantly replaced. And it's Papa Dog coming to the plate. One swing here could win it for the ball players. First pitch called a strike to Dog, who is also 0 for 2 today with a walk. He fouls this one into the stands, 0-2. Lets that one go 1-2. Grounded to Fever. She goes to second for 1, and not in time to second. That was very close. And the last hope for the ball players is Toby Barker. First pitch, call the ball inside. And that one low, 2-0. 3-0. That one finds his own 3-1. That one deep into right. Back it goes. Back goes O'Brien. But it's going to be at the track. He catches for out number 3, and the Cyclones win against the ball players for the first time since season 4, 1-0. Toby Barker was about 10 feet short of a 2-run walk-off home run, but instead the Cyclones pull off the upset. Just 10 combined hits, 6 from the Cyclones, and it's Bean Machine going 3 for 4. He is undoubtedly probably your top MVP apart from Morello. 4 hits from the ball players, all spread out. Hands, Thunder, Dillastick, and Jackoon. The Cyclones struck out 12 times to the ball players 6 and still won the game. Morello goes 8, no earned, 3 hits, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, and Sims gets the save. One inning pitched, a hit, and a walk. Magic goes 6 1/3, gets a hard luck, no decision. No earned, 2 hits, a walk, 8 strikeouts. And Walker gets the loss. Her nightmare of a season 9 continues, despite it being only 1 earned run, but that puts her up to 9 on the season. Yeah, 9 on the season. She had 1 all of last year. And then Northwest makes an appearance at the end. Morello, your top bill, Fitzmagic second, and Bean Machine rounding us up on third. Well, that's going to do it for tonight. The Cyclones pull off the upset, the Sparrows almost pulling off the upset, and the Angels beating the Mythic. Crazy night number 3, and I thank you all for tuning in. Have a good night, everyone. I'll see you all next time.